let's put it into, we're already talking about this kind of topic, and it makes sense to kind of transition to it. And this is a touchy subject, very touchy subject within the nation, but we're gonna talk about it. Ruggs, Henry Ruggs.
Ooh.
Yesterday, he was seen. He was seen, giving a speech at I don't know where it was, but he was talking about the incident and everything everything that happened. Now he was asked. Hold on. Okay, he was asked, would you return as a Raider if you were to be reinstated to the NFL? He said, in his words, I believe, why would I not?
Right.
So basically saying, yeah, if I was to come back, I need to be a Raider, or I would like to be a Raider, right? You would like to be. Obviously, you need blessings of hella people for that to happen. But where are you on that? Where are you on that?
That's crazy because I didn't catch that part you brought up until after. The initial part I caught was him apologizing to the family for what happened. Probably saying how sorry he was and how dark time he was in making that dumb decision that he did has impacted them. So taking accountability for that part was huge for me, especially for a young kid like him. I mean, I remember when that went down, bro. So young, thinking like, oh my God, your life is over. Like, I can't believe this happened, as a young athlete, like, man. But seeing him go out there, I think it was another prison or something like that he was doing that at, right?
I believe
he was talking to other people or something like that to let them know about the impact your dumb choices can have on your life. So seeing that happen, but him saying that he would be willing to come back, and man, I'm for one of those that believe that we all sometimes get in trouble. Some of us got in trouble in the military. Maybe ended up 21 days in correctional custody. We don't know. But hey, they're given a second chance. They can turn shit around. So if he's ready, he's willing. And if the league is willing to do it, I mean, there's so many other shit that goes down in this league where you wonder how the fuck they're still playing, that if he was given the chance, I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me put this here. Let's put this. Because I'm gonna put the prompt so people know what's up.
Okay.
Real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I would be with it. I'd be with it. It's a touchy situation, bro, because obviously, obviously the family would have to be reminded of that as well. If they live in Vegas, right? He would be in Vegas.
That would be the thing. Yeah.
It would be there, right? And I know some people, no, well, what about her family? Well, what about that? My brain goes to, what about redeeming it, right? Like, what if he can redeem that?
The redemption part,
my immediate thought would be like, how and there's never bringing the woman back and her dog.
Oh no.
But how beautiful will it be if you could say he came back and gave back to the community while also being being on a team, whatever, but came back and actually changed lives in that process, being part of the community, being an example, right? Not on fixing what he did at the same time too. I mean, I would kind of like to see that, and there's many a times where athletes do something in a city and it's tragic or whatever. They end up going, maybe they get a second chance, but they go to another team, another city or whatever the case. Rarely do they return back to where the thing happened.
Yeah.
They never do, right? They go to another city and they go about their lives.
Yeah.
For me, bro, I would rather face. It'd be more honorable seeing it faced head on, and say like, nah, bro, like I gotta go. I gotta go. Not only get my football career back, of course, and the team that drafted me, of course, and to say, all right, I got to give them something, but at the same time saying, nah, that community put something into me, right? Yeah. Hopefully, if they would accept it, maybe her family would accept some sort of apology face to face or anything that he
right.
But that would be my thought process to saying like, I'm not gonna run from that. If I want to be reinstated, I'm gonna be reinstated where it's at and get that
on. Right.
Get that mistake right. And really football is my new point. I'm not gonna go into he owes the Raiders. No, he don't. He don't owe the Raiders. He can be reinstated and go somewhere else. But all the people that's like, no, fuck no, he should rot in jail or whatever the case. Like, nah, I don't believe that either. If the forces, like if Mark and them, and more importantly, if Mark and the woman's family says that they have no problem with that man playing, if they say that, then we are nobody to have an opinion on it.
Exactly. Yeah. But then again, it goes to like, I guess, you said the team, what stand they're going to take. Because I think a while ago we were throwing the name out there like the enemy, right? But there's no way the Raiders get him because of what happened, and then the Raiders' history with supporting against domestic violence type shit. So yeah, but I'm with you. You know what? You make a good point, bro. Instead of running to another city, it would be interesting to see him face a head on and make a difference.
I've never really seen many people do that, bro. But at the end of the day, like again, all of us can comment as much as we want, but real autonomy and powers that be go to Mark Davis, the ownership group, and that woman's family. That's who has the power, bro. If that woman's family comes out and says, we accept that apology, as much as it hurts, we accept it. I don't know about forgive, but maybe they forgive, right? And say, you know what, it would be okay. Not saying whatever, but yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with this man playing here anymore. If that woman's family said that, bro, none of us should have an opinion at that point. Then it is what it is. It is what it is.
Or maybe him advocating for like some anti-drunk driving organization and shit like that, shit like that to give back, not just come back. Oh, I'm gonna make millions now. That's
what I'm saying, bro. And look, because we could talk about him getting signed to the team all we want, what he would bring to the team all we want, right? Because of course you look at that speed and what we would have, it'd be different. But like you're saying, bro, the importance of rectifying the mistake.
Yeah, that would be the main thing for me.
Bro, can you imagine this man comes back and starts hella foundations for drunk driving in Vegas and wants to be that example? That's beautiful. That's the type of shit that we all want to see, right? From people that make mistakes. We can't sit here and say, and even so, like everybody that has a mistake, unless it's there are certain mistakes that you live with. But either way, right? Still, with this right here, it's like I feel like there should be a chance to rectify that. There should be a chance to rectify.
Give him the chance to make it. Like, obviously you said you're not going to be able to bring the person back. So there's so much you can do, but do something when it comes to that. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people were saying a part of his money should go to the family. Maybe some of it already has. We don't know that. We have zero clue about that. But like Chido was saying, and kind of what you're touching on, L11, if he's going to get reinstated into the league, I don't want to see him go to, let's just put, for example, he goes to Green Bay, right? Because Josh Jacobs is there and that's his guy or whatever the case. And he ends up doing well there, making a lot of money, whatever the case. But what realistically, he just got his football shit back, right? Like he just got his football redemption back. It means more, bro. If you were to take that money that you make and it's like, all right, bro, I'm investing it back into the community that I feel that I made take a negative hit.
Taken from, exactly. Yeah.
That's it. And it's, of course it can do we can all say that the positive shit about the football player. Of course it is what it is, but I'd like to see redemption in that way, bro. Let's not run from that. Murder one is rot in jail. Ruggs did wrong, but he's not cold-blooded. There is a difference, bro. There is a difference. Now, of course, like Chido and I said, you can't bring the woman back. There's no way, right? The mistake is a mistake. But
it is a hard subject speech, though.
It is. And I was on the fence of even talking about it because you know how we get as Raider fans and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Try to be as respectful as possible to the situation that happened. But for him, bro, we didn't see no trouble before this, right? It wasn't no trouble before this. No,
never. I mean, and I think that's the crazy part because you never heard nothing out of Alabama.
Right.
But then again, you know how college football can be. We might not have heard it, but doesn't mean something was going on either.
Oh, for sure.
They be hiding shit. So yeah,
for sure, they definitely do. But looking at it, bro, it's like all the people that came out and said this dude is actually a good dude. He's quiet, and even listening. I know I don't know. You probably heard it too, and maybe I could play some of the clip if people ain't seen it either. But he
Max
said, from his thing yesterday, he said he wasn't even a big alcohol drinker before he got into the league.
Yeah, I
right.
saw that.
So you got to understand, bro. Like, keep in mind, right? Just for example, I don't drink liquor like that. I don't drink liquor like that. But at the same time, bro, there could be some times where maybe I'm right. I might be running for some shit. I might be feeling a certain type of way. And you see me drinking a little too much. You're like, wait, you know what I mean? Shit's changing from you, bro. Why is shit changing from you? And at that point, it looked like that was what was going on with him. It looked like the fame was getting a little too much. She was getting a little too much. Shit start to change, right? Like, all right, maybe I could drink and do these things and mask my pain or mask how I feel this way. And at the same time, it's never right, but that seemed like some of what was going on with him with there.
Yeah. And you've heard other players, the ones who have stopped or are sober now, share that that's why they stopped, because they were running from something. They were hiding on some shit, you know? Max said it the other day when he was on with Manziel. Manziel has said it before when he was on his little binge, you know?
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It gets like that, bro, especially with people that don't like the fame, don't like that attention shit, right? Like,
Myra. Leo don't find me on this, but rugged would have never happened in Oakland. Youngsters who never had a fat bag in Vegas.
I don't know, Myra. As I recall, motherfuckers were still getting arrested when we was in Oakland. So I don't know, bro. Hey, we still had trouble with the law. You say all you want. You say all you wanted, but we still had trouble with the law in Oakland. So hey, regardless of it, if he repents and is sincere, he deserves a second chance. That's just the way I see the world and us. I do feel terrible for the victim's family, but both things can be true. I agree. I would, we can't force it. And of course, you never know what happens. But if the family and him come to some type of reconciliation, he can, and they end up, becoming cool or whatever the case, that'd be beautiful to see, man. That would actually be nice to see.
It would. Yeah.
Especially in these times, bro. Like in these times of like, you see division everywhere. It's like, bro, you turn the fucking news on. This motherfucker's fighting this motherfucker. You go on Twitter. This motherfucker's fighting this motherfucker. You go on Raider Twitter. This dude's calling this dude an idiot. I mean, it's nobody gets along. Fuck. Like everybody.
Rap song. Oh, he's talking shit about something.
Damn, bro. Yeah. This here. You can't even be a Raider content creator and have chill shit, bro. It's over. So at the end of the day, bro, like, I would like to see some sort of positivity somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? Something. Ain't shit been positive in these streets lately at all. It's beef everywhere.
Yeah. But Myra, it wasn't just the DUI. It was the fact that he killed someone. You know what I mean? I get DUIs going to happen regardless. Vegas is known for being cracking down harder on DUIs, period.
Oh, facts.
Shit, when you go to Vegas, there's billboard signs that tell you, you got pulled over for a DUI. I called this number. Like, that's how bad they go looking for people that are drinking and driving. And with reason. It's Vegas.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. You be dumb not to. Honestly. And shout out to my Vegas folks, man. I will be there next month. So any of my Vegas people that's out there.
That's where you're going for your vacation?
First place. I got 2. Actually, I got 3 lined up. I got to go there. Then we finna go, take a little trip to Diego. Then I got to go back to Georgia to see Baby Rundown's grandma.
Oh, okay.
We got to do a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, I want to. I haven't done it yet. I've only been to the stadium once.
Bro, we're on like year 5, 4 with the stadium?
I know.
Yeah.
Kind of want to, but I need to see what's going down at that time. Okay. But now, I mean, for me, bro, I'm with it. Redemption story. Let's see what goes down. You know what I mean? If it's gonna take a whole year for him to get reinstated, so by this time next year, we might be having the same conversation. Yo, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I don't know if you've seen this. There was some wild shit going on in Vegas the other day.
The YouTubers.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Hey, y'all people be laughing at me, but that's why I be telling people I remain a little mysterious on this YouTube shit. I don't need no weird shit going down, bro. I talk too much shit. I already know what happens, bro. Right. So I don't need no crazy motherfucker coming up to me while I'm with my family and giving them traumatization. Right. I don't need that. I do not need that.
And just real quick with Jay said they got a free pickup service. Guys can get picked up anytime, 24/7. Bro, we did too in the military. That never stopped motherfuckers from not using it though.
No,
when
that's
you're
real.
young, you're dumb. Who knows what's going on? Like using that thing is the last thing you think about. You know what I mean?
To say, I put it out there. Shit in college, bro. Multiple times I drove under the influence when probably should not have. And I'm talking about under the influence through one of them. We talking about Kansas now, right? One of them small ass one lanes, no light on the side. You feel what I'm saying? No street lights, and it's snowing. So obviously, right there could have been some times run down here, but we all make dumbass decisions when it's time, bro. Now looking back at it, that was pretty stupid, but here we are.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, bro! No times. Laughing the next day, like, bro, who drove? How did we get home?
Yes. Yes. And we've all been through the nights. Don't nobody up in here lie, bro. Don't lie. We've all been through that. So it's just we were fortunate enough not to have made that mistake. Right.
Right.
So we just we got to keep it there.